Alright, you guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing a product review. I had Auxbeam send me this light. Very grateful for that. Never thought I'd get to this stage on my channel. Company sending me products to review, but be more than happy to do it and show you guys some new technology that's coming out of here now. Auxbeam sent me this light. It's a 13.5-inch LED light bar, work light. The way that it's designed, it is pretty versatile, that you can mount it just about anywhere on your vehicle, ATV, motorcycle. Extremely bright. But I guess the first thing I want to show you guys is just how well this thing is packaged versus my Mazione, my 24-inch up front, and my what is it, Evo Trade, my 50-inch up there. You know, they basically just came inside of a styrofoam bed and just a thin styrofoam cover, and that's about it. This thing is packaged pretty damn close to a rigid, but as you can see, she's held in place right there, suspended by a couple of styrofoam blocks right there. But that's about how big it is, and it comes with just a regular wire, you know, so you can put a wire harness on there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this thing out of the box, and then we'll go ahead and see how she's looking and whatnot. And yeah, so if we pull it out of the box here, just give you a kind of a first glance here. That's what she's looking like, and we'll go in more depth about these Phillips bulbs, and we'll go over the pros and cons of this light.
Make the ground shake.
Alright, so as we take a closer look at this light here, good bit of engineering went into this light. There's really no exterior flaws that I can see of, but you know, this thing is a full aluminum housing. It's, you know, extremely rigid and strong. One of the things that really caught my eye is this pressure release valve. If a situation ever does come to pass where you do get moisture behind here, they have put in this valve right here that lets all of that pressure out, so you're not constantly you know, like even after I resealed mine, I'm getting a little bit behind there again. So I'm pretty sure if I had that valve, or if I attached one, I would not be having that problem, because all that extra pressure would be getting forced out of there. So that's a big design improvement. Also, same as usual, fair game here. For your mounts, you do have these little teeth that bite onto the mounts, so when you do screw the mounts on or bolt them on, you know, this thing isn't going anywhere. As you saw up front, it is pretty narrow, so I mean, you know, the one place I actually have left on my truck is to be able to probably mount it inside of my grill here somehow, because it is narrow enough for something like this. If I can squeeze it in here, so something like that, you know. But yeah, that's one of the things I love about this light, is just how low profile it is, but it is extremely bright, which we'll test that out tonight, and give you guys a demonstration of how bright this thing really is. Pretty deep threads down in there, and the other thing I like for easy maintenance and accessibility is the fact that they have these front plates here that come off with these Allen heads, and these bulbs, these Phillips bulbs, man, these things are beautiful. I mean, this looks like some new technology stuff here. It's almost like a convex lens with an LED light back there, and you can see the yellow LEDs back there, the yellow housings for them. And if you ever do need to take those out, there's also some hex bits in there if you ever need to do any maintenance. I mean, maintenance on this thing, which I doubt there is any, looks extremely well. Very nice cooling fins. I like how it's just on the bottom, and they have this sort of fin shape on the sides to help channel the air through there. That's really nice when you're going down the road. Very generous power cable length. The gauge wire is pretty damn thick. Very happy with that. And but yeah, upon first inspection, and when this came out of the box, there was like a plastic covering, that little film that comes on all of these. But I took that off just for video purposes. Yeah, so let's I'll go ahead and show you guys the mounts next, and how those are looking. Yeah, this is a very good looking light, and it's got some heft to it. It feels close to 2 pounds. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and show you guys the mounts next. Alright, so this is everything that comes in the box. Got just a plain white metal box, or a white plastic cardboard box. Can't talk today. A baggie full of hardware and goodies, and they also were kind enough to go ahead and throw in some extra Allen wrenches, so that's really nice. And then you have these mounts here, which are really thick. You're gonna see how thick these things are, and you know, these things are pretty damn thick. They feel, if I had to take a guess, maybe stainless steel. But and the other thing that I love, that what a lot of people are doing now, is they actually have these little these little feet that are built inside of these mounts. So when you go to put your bolt through here, you don't have to keep a wrench on top of the bolt here, because it just sits in between these two. So you can just take your ratchet or whatever you're using and just concentrate on that bottom nut that you're using to tighten these mounts down to wherever you're going to mount them to. And of course, the nice thing is they put these 3 different access points in here, so you can mount it as shallow or as tall as you want. And then you can also swivel this way, you know, upside down, any way that you want. And you know, I find that really nice. Yeah, as far as mounts construction, because that's the second most important thing besides the actual housing of the LED light, is the mounts. And as you guys may remember, I talked about, it was actually on the driver's side, but the the entire housing inside of this light bar actually cracked when I was putting these bolts in. You know, so which that one actually looks really strong since it's a solid piece of aluminum. Yeah. These mounts are looking pretty sturdy, and you've got all of these different mounting options here. And as you can see, these are mounting bolts right here, these long ones, and looks like these ones are actually going inside of the side of the light bar, which those are nice and beefy. So tons of washers, everything else, and nuts, and like I said, appropriate. They put, what is it, 1, 2, they put 4 Allen keys in here for everything else. So that's a really nice touch from Auxbeam right there. So we'll go ahead and go over the specs next on this light. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over the all the specs and everything else, and all the features that are actually built into this light. So it runs on 60 watts of power, 6,000 lumens, sorry. Let's see here, I'm just looking at the specs here. It runs anywhere from 10 to 30 volts, and you can run this on diesels for 24 volts, and it works on regular cars and vehicles 12 volts. 6000 K is the color temperature, which we'll see tonight. Working temperature is 45 to 80 degrees Celsius, so that's a pretty broad range there. Pencil beam is 8 degrees. And total dimensions with the brackets actually mounted on this thing, it's about 15.5 inches. Without, it's 13.5. Yep, stainless steel brackets, like I thought. The waterproof rating is IP67 with all of these screws in place, so that's pretty good. And it's got a 30,000 hour LED lifetime rating. Let's see here. Phantom outlook with fisheye convex lens, and 8-degree pencil beam, more focus with less spread. 6000 K pure white light, comfortable and bright. And like I said, you can mount this just about anywhere on anything. And the let's see here, the actual weight on this thing, it's actually a little bit more than I thought. It's actually 3.1 pounds when everything is on there, the mounts and everything else. Yeah, this is all on Auxbeam's spec on this. I will be throwing a link down below to where you can buy this on Amazon. And there's only a couple left in stock right now. There should be some more on the way, but we'll see. And so later on tonight, once it starts getting kind of dark outside, we're going to go ahead and wire this thing up, and we're going to test it out. I mean, I've seen it during the day. just kind of jumping the wires on my battery before. But we're actually going to wire this thing up and see just how bright this thing really is, and I'm curious to see how these Philips bulbs are going to be working in this thing. But it looks like it's going to be a really powerful light, but we'll see tonight. Alright you guys, so just to go ahead and test this light out and show you guys how bright this is, I've just got a simple relay circuit hooked up to my battery and then to the light itself. And if I can get this light to work, I can kind of show you here. So it's just going down here and up, and it's just a spare wire harness that I had laying in here. But yeah, we'll we'll go ahead and fire this thing up just to show you how bright this thing is. And yeah, that thing's bright as hell. I mean, I just blinded myself making sure that all of them work, but hopefully I'm not blinding you guys. But yeah, she's she's definitely throwing out light. And if I kind of adjust it here, I hope my neighbors don't get pissed at me. But oh wow, look at that! You see that? It's like a spot on the tree. Look at that. You see that moving? That is amazing. And on this tree, I'm hoping you guys can catch that. It's like a wow. That is freaking crazy. And up here on this one, and so the closer you are, the smaller the focus beam is, but the further away, like on that tree way back there, it's bigger. Wow, that's freaking nuts. I'm gonna sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this. And then if we go right here, you can see it lighten that up. Wow, that is insanely bright. So I'm blown away by how focused it is. But yeah, damn, you could do some damage with this light. Holy crap. Like my 50-inch and my 24-inch aren't this focused. This is insane. But yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes and, you know, really see how this thing does once it's really dark outside. But yeah, that's ridiculous. I can't get over that. That's a powerful light. But wow, thank you, Auxbeam. Damn, I can't get over that. That's ridiculous. That's like I don't know if you guys ever saw that video of the guy comparing the 50 or whatever size it was. It was a Chinese knockoff like this versus a rigid, and damn, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till this rest of this light goes down, and we'll try that again. Alright you guys, so that pretty much wraps up this review of this Auxbeam 13.5-inch LED light bar. I'm thoroughly impressed with the way this thing works, especially at night when this thing is fully powered up. And like I said, I love its slim design and profile on this. Whether or not this is going to be a really watertight light, you know, only time will tell. Once it is actually used in in all of its applications, whether it's on a truck, ATV, UTV, anything. But I mean, for the size that it is and what you're paying for it, you know, it's actually a pretty damn good deal of what Auxbeam has put together here. But as you guys saw from that clip at night, and I couldn't hook it up a second time again for, you know, just because I got caught up at night. But you guys pretty much got the gist of just how insanely bright and focused all of these Philips bulbs are. So my hats off to you know, Auxbeam here. It's very good light, and again, I'd like to give a nice thank you and shout out to Auxbeam for sending me this light. You know, and so I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway on this light once we do hit 1,000 subscribers. Still kind of thinking of what I want to do as far as contester winner, but you know, and again, like I said in my valve cover gasket video, you know, sorry it's only one gift, but you got to start somewhere. And you know, I just want to reward you guys for supporting me and all the positive feedback that you guys have given me back on you know, all of my Ranger videos, since this is primarily what the channel is based on, for you Ranger owners out there to make your maintenance and everyday truck driving and vehicle maintenance to be as smooth as possible. So I want to go ahead and share this with one of you lucky guys. So since I really don't have any more need or room for any more lights on my truck, But yeah, so one of you lucky guys will be getting this. I do have a Facebook page, Massey706, and sometimes I do post some like behind the scenes stuff of video production. Like I put a clip of this up on there. So if you're interested in that and seeing what I do behind the scenes on my channel and everything else, Massey706 on Facebook. Also have an Instagram page I just started up too. So of all the pictures and everything else, like I think I've got a picture of my valve cover gasket off, or my valve cover off of my engine. So if you want, that'd be great if you guys can go ahead and head over there and give that thing a like. And like I did say earlier in this video, I will be throwing a link to this on Amazon. You can go ahead and click it. There's only a couple of them left, but I do believe there are going to be more in stock soon. But yeah, so that's going to go ahead and wrap this video review up, and hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, it's beautifully packaged in here and everything else. So but yeah, if comments, questions, leave them down below. Feeling generous, hit that like button, and as always guys, thanks for watching. Take care.